Hello, welcome to a 60-minute mat Pilates class. Today's class is going to be a little bit more advanced, so feel free to listen to your body and modify and skip anything that doesn't serve your body, and I'm going to make sure to offer many variations as well. I'd like to begin with a quote. It's almost like a story, really. It's about duality, right? We live in a world of duality, good, bad, dark, light, happy, sad, positive, negative, feminine, masculine. So with duality, once we understand this about ourselves, within ourselves, we understand the world and we can begin to heal. So this is one of my favorite stories. It's from a Cherokee proverb. There is a battle inside. There's a battle of two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, lies, inferiority, and ego. Ego is the personality that we have created. It does serve us in a way. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, humility, kindness, empathy, and truth. Which wolf wins? It's the one that you feed. All right, well, let's get started on our mats. Come to quadruped. Did you bring me a toy, Callie? Thank you. Thank you for your bark post. Yep, all yours. All right, so we're gonna start in quadruped. I want us to work on our scapular stability. So your scapula are on the back, your upper back. We're gonna start with doing some cat back here, just like in yoga. Think about pressing your shoulder blades up and to the sides of your ribs. Feel what's happening in your upper back as you do this. Let your head hang down, your tailbone reaching down. And then think about an ice cream scoop moving from your hips up to your rib cage, really hollowing out your front body. And then inhale, create length from your crown to your sit bones without releasing your core. Keep your low ribs up as you keep lengthening. And then imagine you want to drag your hands to your knees and turn on the muscles below your shoulder sockets. That's called anchoring. And then we inhale, exhale, cat back. Press up through your back body, hollowing out your front body. Inhale, long spine, keep your core contained. Imagine dragging your hands back. Feel that anchor of your shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale, cat back. Keep pressing into the floor with your wrists and your knees as you press up the back body, separating, reaching shoulder blades to your side ribs. Space around the neck. Really good. And then find your tabletop position, quadruped. Next, we'll do some mobility. Start with letting your sternum sink, your shoulder blades come closer. And then cat back slightly without rounding the head. Keep the spine, the cervical spine nice and neutral. And then shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. Together. Continue. So this is retraction when they're coming together, and protraction, they're coming apart. Retraction, protraction. The muscles squeezing the shoulder blades together, your rhomboids. And then the muscles protracting are below the shoulder sockets, the side ribs, called serratus anterior. Just a few more. Feel work happening in your upper back. So important we strengthen these muscles so we can have more safety with our planks, avoid shoulder injuries. Okay, now that you found your shoulder blades, I want you to find a nice neutral spine. Lengthen from the back of your spine, like if you had a long foam roller on your back, pressing the back of your head into this imaginary foam roller, and the long spine reaching the sacrum away from your cranium, and then imagine dragging the hands back using the power of your wrists, power of your fingers, your pinky fingers pressing down. You want to think about externally rotating your humeral heads. So imagine the collarbones are smiling out to the edges of your shoulders as you keep your core contained. And then press your shoulder blades into your back ribs so you're anchoring and connecting. This is called shoulder blade stability. Okay, stay here. We're going to take bird dog or balancing table, whichever you like to call it. Start with your left leg. Slide your leg back without changing your body. And then slide your right hand forward. Keep your body in that same neutral spine. Inhale first. Keep your low ribs up. Exhale, lift the arm and leg. Keep your body in neutral. Your weight is in the center. Keeping your core as the engagement, the line of energy. Inhale, lower the hand and leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Good. Take it down to your table. It's quadruped. Find your core as you co-contract, finding that long spine. Slide your left hand and then right leg without moving anything else. Inhale, long spine. Keep the low ribs in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Are you anchoring the shoulder blade? Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Keep the long line of energy active from your core. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. Bring it down. All right, now we get to stay on the knees. But I want you to shift your hips a little more forward of the knees. And then bend your knees so you're using your hamstrings. Keep your feet to a little bit apart. Anchor the shoulder blades by reaching the shoulder blades towards the side ribs. Press them into the back of your ribs at the same time. Smile through the collarbones. And then we're going to bend the elbows and keep the chest open. Press, so it's a push-up. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Keep the collarbones smiling down. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful work. We're going to go ahead and straighten through the legs. Come into a nice plank. Find your shoulder blades anchoring. Hold and breathe. Smile the collarbones. Draw the shoulder blades towards the side ribs. Press them into the heart and the heart lifts up. Beautiful. Take it back into a downward facing dog. All right, we're going to walk the hands back to the feet, coming into a forward fold. Inhale to roll up your spine sequentially. And then imagine that you're standing against a wall with your back on the wall or a foam roller. Line up the back of your head, So the back of the head's reaching up, shoulder blades down your back. Find those front ribs are pulling in, holding and containing. And then you're stacked over your hips. So everything's in one long line. If it helps, you could close your eyes here. Take a deep inhale, fill up your rib cage. Exhale, empty through an open mouth. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Great. Now we're going to move through a rolling down to plank, 3 push-ups, down dog, roll up to standing. So just kind of following that sequence. So take an inhale, grow tall. Exhale, nod your nose, sink your sternum, and start to roll down the spine. Hands to the floor as you walk the hands for 2, 3, 4. Find your plank. Draw your shoulder blades down. 3 push-ups. Bend, press. Keep the collarbone smiling. Shoulder blades anchored. Long spine. And then downward facing dog. Walk for 1, 2, 3. Start to roll up as you inhale. Stacking the spine, feeling length through the crown. 1 inhale. Open the palms forward. Exhale, nod your nose. Start to sequentially roll off an imaginary wall. So the hips are sort of anchored over the heels. Then hand for 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest is open and smiling. 3 push-ups. Bend and press. Long spine, strong core. 2 and 3. We take it back to a down dog for 3, 2, and 1. Now we put weight in the heels, weight in the arches. Lift the arches as you grow tall through the spine. Feel that zipper lift from the pubic bone to sternum. 1 more time. Inhale. Smile the collarbones. Exhale, nod your nose. Sequentially roll off an imaginary wall. Keep your hips back. Hands walk for 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're in plank last time. 3 push-ups. Bend, press, bend, press. Last one. And then take the knees down into quadruped. Beautiful. So this next one, we're just working the legs. Start with your left leg. Reach it back off the floor. Point the toes. Okay, keep your body in the same line of center. Tap the floor with your toes and then lift without arching your back. Notice that I'm not lifting my leg very high above my hips because that's not natural. Our body really, unless you're a dancer, you can't really get your leg up high without arching, right? So we don't want to lift it too high. The hamstring, the lower glute fold is working for 4, 3, 2. How are the shoulder blades? Are we still anchoring them down and wide? Hold at the top. Flex the ankle. Bring it to the floor. Really good. And then just bring the knee in. Find your long spine, core controlled. Slide the other foot back. Point the toes. Engage the knee. Lock it. Stay long. Inhale. Exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. See how you can keep more equal weight in the hands. Use more core to balance for 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. Flex the ankle. press through the heel, bring it to the floor, and then slide in. So the next one is going to be done in a plank position. You are welcome to continue this variation instead. Smile the collarbones, anchor the shoulder blades down and wide. Start by sliding the left foot back, flex the ankle, slide the right foot back, flex the ankle. The body has not changed. Lift the left leg up, point, tap. Exhale up, inhale down, lift. Leg pull, front support, working the stable core and the posterior leg for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, flex the ankle, bring it down. Point the right foot up, tap, and lift. Shoulder blades down and wide. Lift the heart into the shoulder blades without rounding. You are so strong. You got this. You are more than your challenge. You are more than your mind. For 4, you are powerful. 3, you are strong. 2, you got it all. 1, ha-ha, bring it down. Take a nice child's pose here. Let your forehead rest. Keep your elbows straight as you press gently to the pinky fingers. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Such a great exercise to do every day for creating more strength in your shoulder blades, your scapular mobility, stability. Alrighty, we're gonna come on down to our backs. Yay! Take your time coming down. Feel free to make it a nice mindful roll down. So from here, we'll just do some knee stirs. Take one knee into your hand, same side, and then keep your pelvis stable. So I've got my other hand on top of my hip so it doesn't move. And then circle the knees. Imagine that you're sort of blending with a mortar and pestle. Anytime you find challenge in exercises, certain exercises, then that's a sign to do them more often. That's what I love about exercise fitness, is that it teaches you about your body and how your body works. And then we switch direction, because once we understand how our body works and where we need to work on, we can start to apply that to our everyday life, to the external world. And we become the master of our domain. Go ahead and bring the foot down. Take the other knee into the hand, same side, circle it out. There's a choice we all have, right? There's two sides, duality. We are either the victim or the perpetrator. But what if we're both, right? We are both. So instead of playing the victim to life or being reactive to life, what about being proactive? What about choosing every moment what you want for yourself? Go ahead and switch direction, circle it out. If you are stuck in a victim mentality, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, why do you choose that? What is it serving? Is it somehow serving you? Because there's a reason we choose those things. All right, we go ahead and bring the leg down. Let's go into some bridges. Make sure your feet are sit bones distance apart. weight in the arches of the feet, and then lift the arches so you're engaging the bottoms of your feet, gripping the floor almost. Start by weighting down the sacrum, the back ribs, shoulder blades, and head. I'm going to have us turn our palms up and try to press your thumbs to the floor, which is a great way to encourage more external rotation. Take an inhale here, and exhale, curl your tailbone into north, curl up and roll up into bridge. Hold your bridge here as you reach down through the heels, lengthen the back of your knees forward, and lift the lower gluteal folds to the sky. Keep your inner thighs working so that your inner edges of your feet are staying down. Inhale here, long spine. Exhale, sequentially roll down. Okay, now we'll do neutral bridge, which means to keep the body, the spine in one line. Inhale first. Exhale, lift from the lower gluteal folds and lift up the spine in one piece. Your shoulder blades stay rooted. Exhale, lower one piece by bending from the hip creases. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Take a moment in your supine home position to reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with the deeper inner awareness that is within you. All right, we're going to add to our bridges leg extension. So palms are still facing up for more external rotation, which is so nice. And then we'll take an inhale here. Exhale, lift up into your bridge with neutral bridge, and then we'll straighten the left leg. So keep your left leg straight, your knee straight, your thighs parallel. You know what? Squeeze your legs together for this one. Good. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bend your knee, bring the ball of your foot down, roll down to the heel. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Keep the thighs parallel. You can squeeze the legs together. Feel the energy out from the toes. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee to the ball of your foot, roll down to your heel. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases, bring it down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, press up from glute folds. Hold bridge. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, roll down from ball to heel. Inhale first. Exhale, straighten right leg. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend the knee, roll down from ball to heel. Inhale, strong, long body. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases, bring the spine down. Good, we'll advance that to one more level. Feel free to continue with this same variation. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up from gluteal folds. Inhale, straighten left leg. This is the option you'd like. You can take it to the sky. Beautiful. And then exhale, roll down from the hip. Neutral spine, bend the knee. Roll from the ball to the heel. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Option to advance it to the sky. Exhale, bring the hips down. Bending the knee, roll from ball to heel. Inhale first. Exhale, lift. Inhale, straighten left leg, your choice. Exhale, lower the spine. Bend the knee, roll from ball to heel. Inhale first. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, bend. Exhale, roll, ball to heel. Awesome. All right. We're going to take this into a leg pull back support. So you can roll up or use your hands if you need to. We're going to take the hands now to face down behind us. So you can do this with your knees bent, or you can do this with your legs straight. All right, I'm going to do this with the legs straight. Coming up into your reverse table or reverse plank. And then we'll start with the left leg. Bring the left leg up, tap, lift, tap, and lift. Keep the core nice and strong for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We take the other leg up for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring it down, and then bring your hips down. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. Flex the ankles, reach the heels forward, get a stretch to the hamstrings. Keep the chest open. We'll just do that one more time. Remember, you can do this with the knees bent. Exhale, lift up. Long spine. We'll take the left leg up and down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Other leg up. You know what? We got to be flexing the foot. Forgot that part. Flex point. One more. Flex point. Okay. Good work. Flex the ankles. Take the arms forward, and you can then round the back. That might feel good. Spine stretch. You can bring the legs apart a little bit more if you like. Stay weighted on your sitting bones. Awesome. All right. Cool. Now we get to work a little more EEs. So come on down to your back. We're going to do what's called sits bones reach. So your sit bones are at your pelvic floor. And we want to imagine we're reaching without moving the pelvis off the mat. We're just sort of tilting side to side on the mat, sort of sliding on the mat. Okay, so the right sit bone is going to reach towards the left heel, which means the right side of your pelvis slides forward on the mat and the left side comes up towards your left ribs. And then switch, left sit bone towards right heel. Now what's challenging is you don't want your legs to change. You want to keep the legs parallel. See if you can do that while you rotate. So I like to think of this as Conan O'Brien's string dance. If anyone's into Coco. I used to watch him a lot growing up as a kid. It was like the only show me and my mom would watch together. We never liked anything else, but that was the one show we had in common. It was Conan O'Brien after Jay Leno. And so he always did the string dance, and he would, you know, cut it with the scissors. I loved it. It was so fun, so funny. So I think of that, right, when we're doing this. It's the same idea. The pelvis is still on the mat. It's staying grounded, but it's just sliding. It's like a seesaw. And it's really hard to keep the legs still. It really is. So just see what's happening in your body, because there's a lot of deeper pelvic muscles happening here. And if you're numb in this area, which is common, don't worry about it. Continue to try this. Do this at home as much as you can. The more you do any exercise, the easier it gets, the more your body figures it out. It's beautiful. Our body can get stronger at any age. At any age, our body can improve. It can heal. It can get strong. We just have to challenge it. That's the secret. We must stay challenged. Good. Just 2 more on each side. Really focus on keeping those legs stable. Work from the deeper area around the pelvic floor, around the low back, the low core. Okay, now find neutral. This is called around the world. It's a combination of doing north-south tilts and east-west tilts with the pelvis. So it's almost what I imagine. It's a hula hoop that is rolling on the floor. Yeah, if you ever seen a hula hoop, right? Only one point is touching at a time as it's starting to roll down and land. So that's your hips, your pelvis is the hula hoop. So let's start by going into north, and then we let the left side go down. So now we're facing it towards east, and then to south with the tailbone down. And then right side goes down, which is west, and then up to north. Left side down, tailbone down, right side down, sacrum down. Keep going in that same direction. Again, the legs don't change. I know it's tricky. It's very, very subtle and controlled. And again, there's a lot of area in this that you may not have activated. The fibers may be tight. There just might not be a lot of blood flow in this area for any reason. So, you know, take your time, feel it out, practice this as often as you need. I also like to use my hands. I'm very tactile, so if that helps you, you can always put your hands on your legs, just making sure they don't move and sway. One more circle this direction, and then switch. Go the other way. So from right hip, right femur, and then tailbone, left femur, sacrum. Right, front, left, back. Right femur, tailbone, left femur, sacrum. You kind of have to surrender a bit too to really get the femur down. It can be really tricky. This is all about mastering, right? We're mastering our bodies. We're teaching our body how to move. We're turning on neurological pathways. We're actually turning on more in our brain when we can think deeply. One more circle. Here we go. Neutral. Find your home. Press down the sacrum. Make sure it's anchored. Keep the femurs down at the same time as your sacrum. This is magical if you know how to do that. Keep your sacrum down, your femurs down at the same time. Hello, pelvic floor. Hello, core. Take your hands from your pubic bone to your hip bones in a little triangle shape. And then just let yourself find your co-contraction. As you inhale, expand your back ribs. As you exhale, smile your core, your TVA, away from your hands. Feel that hollowing in your low belly. That's from your navel to your pubic bone. That's all of your deeper lower core muscle. One more. Inhale. Exhale, co-contract. Smile your TVA away from your hands. Okay, now we found the co-contraction. Take your hands down by your sides. You can also turn the palms up again for more challenge and getting more external rotation. And then start by letting the left leg, bring your left knee over your left femur. Let the femur stay down. Okay, we don't want to put all our weight to the right side. Keep the weight in your left femur as you stay weighted in your sacrum. Inhale, straighten your leg up to the sky. Now we'll just start with an internal and external rotation. Rotate, rotate. So we're getting that mortar and pestle going here, mashing straight down to the bottom of that bowl. Waking up deep hip joint fibers. So good to bring deep blood flow into tissue. It's like a massage for your body. That's all it is. It's bringing blood flow. That's all massage is. That's all cupping is. That's all exercise is. It's just blood flow. Okay, now we'll take leg circles. We're going to cross the midline with internal rotation, and then keep your pelvis stable as you externally rotate out to the side. The circle is not very big. See how small mine is? It's pretty much just staying pointing to the ceiling. I'm keeping really aware of my pelvis, which is why we did the around the world, so we could teach our pelvis how to stabilize when there's movement, when there is instability. One more circle, and then we switch other direction. Remember, stabilize as you open, cross the midline, stable hips as you open. So because we're doing the left leg, I'm thinking about weighting down from my right femur. Thank you, Callie. Keeping the right femur weighted helps a bit. Left femur weighted as well. Sink it down into the bottom of the bowl. One more circle. Good. Bend the knee. Let the foot slide into home. All right, we're going to start by lifting the right knee over right femur and weight the femur down. Keep the sacrum down. Smile the TVA. Inhale, straighten through the leg. Internally and externally rotate. Oh, so many kisses. Thank you, Callie. She's being so sweet tonight. Yeah, I know. Doesn't the energy feel good? Things have been feeling a lot better, I think, since this year started. The energy of the cosmos or something, the sun. Oh, no, no face. Not on the face. I know. I know. So much love. So much love. All right, we're gonna circle. You ready? Okay, we're gonna go internally and rotate across the midline. External rotate, stabilize those pelvis, stabilize the hips. So good to get that nice deep rotation. Stabilizing the hips and pelvis means your core is working deeply. Your deep core is stabilizing you. Good. And then let's switch direction. Circle is really up to you as long as those hips can be stable. I really want you to focus a lot more on the rotation. That's the most important thing. One more time. All right. Bend the knee, slide the foot to home. Now we'll go into corkscrew, which is the combination of both legs doing the same thing. The knees are facing the same direction as you circle. The knees go together, okay? The legs stay together. If that is not feeling like your thing right now, just do the leg circles, individual legs, okay? Here we go. Start by weighting down. I should do it more mindfully. Weight down into the sacrum. Start by lifting the left knee over femur, weight down the femur, and then right knee above femur, weight down. Inhale, straighten both legs. Here we go. Keep the legs together. Weight through the pelvis. Start turning towards face the left side. Circle. And then circle at the midway the other way. And then center switch. Legs together. Knees face the same direction. Center. Rotate. Now, if you notice this can be clicky in the hips, see if you can instead feel the muscle tissue of your core, your TVA, smiling. The tissue is really lifting away from the pubic bone. That's how you know your TVA is turning on. And that's what's going to keep your core totally engaged. Circle. Smile the TVA one more time. All right, beautiful. Go ahead and bend the knees into tabletop. We're going to come on to our hands. And I'm going to turn my palms to face down. Now, my hands are pretty far back because I need that weight. Okay, you can change your hands to turn to the sides if you prefer. These are called hip circles. So start with the knees bent, tabletop, and then straight legs. It's just like corkscrew. You can just do corkscrew instead. Here we go. Rotate, let the hips move, and then up. Rotate. Corkscrew is the same thing. We're just adding the upper body to it. Keep lifting from the TVA tissue, the lower core. That's where most people tend to be inactive. For 4, you got this. I know it's tough, and the more you do it, the easier it gets, right? That's how it works. 2 and 1. Bend the knees. Oh yeah. Woo, woo. A lot of good hip stuff today. So we'll do some stuff for the spine, and then we are side lying. We're done. Okay. Jackknife neck pull. So from seated, bring your feet sits bones distance apart. Oh, by the way, make sure you have enough room behind you for your arms to reach overhead behind you. Okay, that's important. And then sit up nice and tall. Find your sit bones weighted underneath you. Take your hands to the back of your legs. Press the back of your legs into your hands. Lift up from your pubic bone to your sternum. Find that smile of the TVA peeling away from your shirt, your waistband. Exhale, curl to north. Start to find your C curve to straighten your elbows. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Find your sit bones. Inhale, lengthen sequentially. Exhale, north, C curve. Find your hollowing through the front body. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, sequentially roll up. Keep those legs in the center. Exhale, north. Find your C curve. Good. And then hinge. And then come all the way up. Okay. Now we get to do this the opposite way with our hips kind of going back. So first, come into your C curve. And now we get to come all the way to the ground. All right. Bring your knees. Start by bringing the left knee over femur, right knee over femur. Sacrum is down and buried. Your femurs are heavy. Your whole TVA is smiling. Inhale, straighten the legs up. So now we're going to start with the legs together, toes pointed. So every time the legs are together, we're going to point the toes. Keep the sit bones reaching down, femurs weighted. Inhale here. Exhale, co-contract, smile the TVA, and then roll the hips over your shoulders. Keep the sit bones facing the sky. Now flex your ankles, separate the feet hip width or sit bones width. Start to roll sequentially down with control. Press the back of your arms into the floor. Keep the collarbones smiling. And then we take the legs forward to 45 degrees. Bring the legs together and point the toes. Exhale, center. That's one set. Inhale here. Exhale, co-contract, curl, roll over. Use your arms, press your head back. Exhale, flex the ankles and open. Start to roll down through the spine sequentially as you exhale. And go forward to diagonal. Bring the feet together to point. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, co-contract, roll over. Inhale, separate and flex. Exhale, sequentially hollow out, roll down, hollow it out, hollow it out. Press your feet as you lengthen your spine. Bring the legs forward, inhale, point the toes. Exhale, center. Now we'll just do this with the other variation of the legs apart. Flex the ankles whenever the feet are apart. Inhale here. Exhale, co-contract, roll over, legs parallel to the floor. Inhale, point the toes, bring them together. Exhale, sequentially roll down your spine, use the back of the arms. Come forward to 45 degrees, use the TVA smiling, separate the legs and flex. Exhale to center, weight down through the femurs. Inhale here. Bring the feet together, point. Exhale, co-contract, roll over, parallel legs. Inhale, separate and flex. Exhale, sequentially roll down. Inhale, bring it forward and point and close. Exhale, center. Good. We're going to flex and open. Inhale here. Exhale, co-contract, bring it over. Inhale, point and close. Exhale, hollow out as you roll down. Legs forward, inhale. Flex open, exhale, center. One more time, inhale first. Bring those shoulders, smile the collarbones, shoulder blades down. Exhale, roll over. Inhale, point and close. Exhale, sequentially roll down as you reach the toes past your head. Come forward, keep smiling that TV, smile, smile, smile. Up, open, flex, exhale, center. Beautiful work. It's a good challenge to use all of the deep spine muscles here. Okay, we're gonna do a next level of that, but a little bit more difficult. Just a touch more. Feel free to watch first because you don't want to turn your head when you're putting weight near the neck. So this is called Jackknife. It's like rollover, but I'm gonna add my legs to a 45-degree angle and then roll down with that 45-degree angle. So it's challenging with gravity to your hamstrings. So this is the way it looks. We start the same as rollover. We roll over, so find parallel, and then we lift it to 45. And we keep the 45. I'm reaching my toes. I'm reaching my toes as I sequentially roll down. And see, look at that. It's sort of like a 45 at the corner of the ceiling. And then I come to center. It's tough for your back and the back of your arms. Let me just warn you ahead of time. It's a huge push. Okay, so again, if this is not your jam, just do the rollover instead. Let's go for it. We'll do 3. Lucky 3. Here we go. Start from start with your toes pointed, feet together. Inhale. Exhale, co-contract, roll over. Inhale, lift up to 45 degrees, the corner angle of your ceiling. And then keep the toes pointed there as you roll down, sequentially hollowing out. Use your arms, use your arms, use your back. And then the hips come down slow. Ha ha ha. I told you it was an arm workout. It's tricky, right? You don't even think it's an arm workout. All right, inhale. Exhale, co-contract, roll over. Inhale, lift the legs halfway, 45 degrees. Push those arms as you sequentially roll down. Hollow out the belly. Hollow out. Press the toes, reach the toes, reach the toes. And then gently land the hips. We got one more. We can do one of anything, right? One of anything. Inhale. Exhale, co-contract, roll over. Inhale, lift up. Use those hamstrings to press and then sequentially roll down, hollow it out. Reach the toes to the ceiling, hollow it out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh yes, you are amazing. So good. Go ahead and take your hands behind your legs. We're gonna roll up and we'll do what's called neck pull. So your legs are out in front of you. If you notice that you're tucking, I'm going to ask you to maybe sit on something, a little block or pillow, okay? I want you to make sure you have weight, your sit bones weighted. You can also bend your knees if you need to. All right, so from this position, we're sitting up nice and tall. Take your hands to the base of your skull, your elbows in your peripheral vision, and then press your shoulder blades up into the back ribs. So you're anchoring those. Then inhale, nod your nose, start to sink, reach sternum back as you stay weighted on your sitting bones. And you're sort of flexing your thoracic spine. You're staying weighted on the sitting bones and you're not tucking and you're not using your lumbar. Pull your front ribs back. This is another hollowing sensation. Inhale here. Exhale, sequentially roll up. Here we go. We're going to go back now. C curve, just like we did in our roll back. All the way to the floor. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale here. Exhale, smile your TVA. Nod your nose. Start to curl up. Hollow out, hollow out, hollow out. Find the sit bones as you keep the crown reaching past the feet. Inhale or exhale, sequentially roll up. We got one more. Inhale. Exhale, north, C curve, curls with control all the way to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, smile your TVA, nod your nose, sink your sternum, curl. That sticky point is going to help your TVA get wider. Head past the toes. Weight in the sit bones. Exhale, sequentially roll up. Whew. Good work. I love it. We only have side lying and we're done. Just a few more minutes, really. Okay. I really wanted us to do boomerang today. It's kind of a doozy, but this is like, you know, a thing that we definitely want to work towards. So we'll just go ahead and do a little side bridge and then mermaid and then boomerang and we're done. Okay, so side bridge, come onto one elbow and you're gonna have it kickstand a little bit further your shoulder. Draw your shoulder blade down your back, bend your knees here. So now my knees are in front of my hips. And I'm gonna take my hand to the top of my hip. And I want you to lift up from your ribs, okay? Right away, get that going before you even lift the hips. Lift the ribs, find the shoulder blade, and then lift up, side bridge. Good, take the top arm, reach it past your ear. See if you can arc your body a little more to the ceiling. This is a really good way to show your body how to laterally flex. And then bring the hand down to the hip. And then let the hip drop a little bit as you reach and slide the hand down your leg. So you're laterally flexing the other way. Inhale, reach up, lift. Exhale, hand to hip, slide it down as you look at it. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good, now take the hips all the way down. Okay, we're going into the full version, mermaid. So it's the same thing I just showed you, but with the full plank version. So if you prefer, do the bridge variation instead. So this one, we're gonna do straight legs. Top leg is in front, top foot is in front of the bottom foot. Now, this is what happens a lot of times is we dump our weight into our shoulder. I want you to reach that shoulder blade down into the side ribs. I think that the best cue to really teach this is tuck it into a pocket that's under your shoulder socket. It's your ribs here, your serratus. Okay, so we're getting ready for our mermaid, our side plank. Inhale, take the arm up. Exhale, lift up from the side ribs and the hips. Good. And then exhale, take the hand to the hip, look at it, keep the shoulder in. And then we want to let the hip dip a little bit. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, hand down. Keep this anchored. That strong arm is so important. One more time. Okay, let the hip down. Whoo, yeah. We're switching it. Side bridge. Elbows a little forward of the shoulder. Knees in front of the hips here. Stacked legs. Hand on the hip. Lift up from the shoulder blade. Lift up from the side ribs first. Exhale, lift up. Find your stability from your upper back. Inhale the top arm over ear. Exhale, bring it to the hip. Look at it. Let the hip dip a little bit. So, like a flexion here. Inhale, lift up. Arc to the sky. Exhale, hand to hip. Arc a little bit down. One more time. Inhale, arc up. Exhale, hand to hip. Arc a little bit down. Good, and then let the hips down. All right. Let's challenge ourselves a little more. Mermaid, here we go, onto the hand, shoulder blades slides down the back, lift up from the ribs, straighten through the legs, top foot crosses, and then we go up, inhale, arm over ear, exhale, hand to hip, and then just dip it down a little bit, inhale, lift, exhale, slide, one more time, inhale, and exhale. Okay, go ahead and bend the knees. Do a side stretch here. Forgot that part always. Side stretch. And then switch. Turn the legs over. Side stretch. Okay, the last one I really wanted us to do today, it's a finisher. It's called boomerang. And it's everything we just did together in one move. It's rollover, it's teaser, and it's roll up all at the same time. Neck pull. Okay? So maybe I'll show it first and then we'll do it together. So we start with legs crossed, just like this, right? Remember this position? We cross the legs. Now you're gonna keep the hands down, start to C curve, and then you come all the way to your back. Oh, I need to move back a little bit more. This is why I needed all that space. Let's move right here. We're gonna go back, roll over. I'm gonna cross my legs, and then I'm going to sequentially roll down and come into teaser by rolling up. This is the sticky point. Roll up, arms up, and then we take the hands back, we clasp, and let the legs come down into that neck pull we did earlier. And then inhale. That's the full move. Easy, right? Yeah, it just, just makes your brain have to work a little more. So start with one leg crossed over. We'll start with the left leg. And then find your nice long spine. Inhale. Exhale. Turn north. Sequentially roll down. Take the legs up and over. Roll over. Cross the opposite leg. And then exhale. Slowly roll down with control. Use your arms. And then come up and C curve. And then hold teaser. Arms up. Take the arms back to clasp. Let the legs come down as you flex from your thoracic. Good. And then take the arms forward as you come up. Okay. Go ahead and keep the legs that they are now because they're going to cross when we go back. Take the hands down. Inhale. Exhale to north. Sequentially roll down. Roll over. Cross the legs. And then slowly resist, hollow out as you come down. Hollow out, hollow out, hollow out. Beautiful. And then we nod the nose, lift up to your teaser. Clasp the opposite hand on top. Lower, find your neck pull. And then inhale, reach the arms to come up. That was it. Thank you so much. Great work. Feel free to do a little stretch if you need to. And I just want to end one more time with this beautiful story. After being so challenged today, there is a battle of two wolves inside us all. One is evil, the other is good. Which wolf wins? The one you feed. So remember, not to judge others for feeding the other wolf. We're all the same. We're all in the same journey of duality. It's the time now. It's 2021. It's time to see it for what it is. Embrace it all. Love yourself. Thank you so much. Love you all. From my heart to yours. See you next time.